But where to start? For me, and from my experience with adult students, the best place to start is with grammar chunks. What are grammar chunks? They're basically how sentences start. Here are some examples. Have you ever? Perhaps I'll. You should definitely. We would like to. Oh, we'd like to. I'm interested in. Why is this the place to start? Well, they start sentences. Learn them and at least you'll be able to start a sentence. It's like how you put a jigsaw puzzle together. You start with the outside and then the rest of the jigsaw puzzle becomes easier. Starting with grammar chunks makes making the rest of the sentence much easier. Also, even though a typical grammar chunk is between 2 to 5 words, those words contain grammar. But by learning the chunk, you don't have to focus on the grammar. I know some people don't like grammar and it can be abstract and confusing. So just by learning the chunk, you avoid a lot of grammar work. You just focus on how to say it smoothly, fluently. Once you learn the grammar chunks, then the magic starts. Grammar chunks decide what type of action to take. Here are some actions, and you can see they have 4 types. But when you're getting started, it's a good idea to focus on type 1 and type 4 because basically they're the easiest types to learn. So you can see from the table, play football type 1, playing football type 4, drink water type 1, drinking water type 4. Type 4 is just add ing, and this is used a lot in English, not just for the present continuous, it's used a lot for other functions as well. So once you are familiar with the grammar chunks and you know some action chunks, then I would say test yourself on how they go together. And if you're just starting, it's a very good idea just to focus on type 1 or type 4. Because it's easy and also because a lot of English sentences use either a type 1 or a type 4. So it's a great place to start. And we use testing because testing will help you learn quicker. It might feel awkward at first, or it might feel difficult at first, and you will get some wrong, but that's not the problem. When you test yourself, you learn quicker because you see the right answer straight after you make a mistake. And then you're able to modify how you speak very quickly. So just concentrating on type 1 and type 4, test yourself, get the answer, do again, get better. That's basically it. And once you learn this part, suddenly your English is much better, you're more confident, and you know how to complete sentences without hesitation. And they're very good things. So if you're new to chunking, these are the steps I would take. So learn the grammar chunks first, then action chunks, and then test yourself on how they go together. There's a bonus with this video. So in the description below, there's a link to a Google Drive, and there are many audio files, and I think there's a PDF as well, showing the language that's covered. So you can learn some grammar chunks, some typical starts of sentences. There are also some action chunks, and there will be tests on how those grammar chunks and action chunks go together. So the language is, certainly the action chunks are quite limited, but there's a reason for that, because we want you to learn the action chunks and to get into the testing part, because when you test, you really do learn quickly. Anyway, if you do use the files, please let me know what you think. Any feedback is well appreciated. Thank you and enjoy.